Hello, and welcome to 2 months post Whole30 food freedom. Well, how has month two been for you?
Well, I do feel free and maybe a little wild. Um, what do I mean by that? I think we've kind of gone back to our normalcy. I'll speak for myself. I remember in the Whole30, during the Whole30, saying like dairy reintroduction of dairy was grossing me out, and I just felt like I was eating a bunch of cow pus. Well, I pushed through that, and I enjoy it fully now. Again, ranch, yogurt. I don't think I'm quite as on the cheese wagon as I was before, but that's really just because I haven't caught up with my cravings I haven't reflected my cravings in my buying habits yet. So once I get back into buying these huge blocks of Cabot cheese, I'll be right back where I was. Which is okay because as I reflected last time, I ate.
Snacking on a bar of it.
Yeah, I like to snack on bars of cheese, and my uncle told me recently, or told my mom, who told me that he'd never seen anyone eat as much cheese as I consume at baseline. So the upside of that is it does keep me from eating I crave sweets less when I'm eating a bunch of whole milk in the form of cheese, apparently. So if my A1C is any indication, my A1C from March is any indication, I somehow still like ate more sweets on the Whole30. Maybe it was fructose in sugar or in fruit. But anyway, I kind of am back in that same dairy groove.
Are there any changes that have stuck with you?
So something this is a little bit counterintuitive, but I also read Bringing Up Bay Bay this year, and I liked the philosophy around French eating and indulgences. Mm-hmm. So, which is that like when you indulge, you really like go for it and do it without guilt and really enjoy. And then you try to pay attention and be thoughtful or like more limited in your diet when you're like making a choice to stay healthy. So I was thinking, gosh, it would be nice to sometimes eat chocolate rather than have that be, or even to have like a small piece of chocolate daily. And that really hasn't been an option for me because historically that's a major trigger food, and I just keep eating it. If I'm gonna have a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons or a quarter cup of chocolate chips, that like turns into eating half a bag of chocolate chips. So I do feel like the Whole30 coupled with my Bringing Up Bay Bay, which is notably written for parenting children, but I'm taking a page from, I think French grown-ups maybe don't enjoy chocolate as often as they allow French children to. I want to be a French child when I grow up. Okay. And my daily chocolate has been successful.
All right.
Or more successful than it has in previous iterations of my life.
Well, cool.
We're doing our Whole30 video. Okay.
And so
how has it been for you, Josh?
It's almost like I never had a diet. No, there are some holdover things. So I'm eating significantly less cheese. Like I'm actually ordering sandwiches and saying no cheese on that sandwich, or something like things that I would never ever do before the Whole30. So that stuck with me.
And you still carry out a water bottle.
I still carry on a water bottle that I will sometimes drink out of. It's true. It's true. And I have been preparing Whole30 food meals for lunch every other week. that has been a sustainable pattern. So
And you've done snacks too on the off weeks sometimes.
yes, and so I still do the hard-boiled egg snack. I love that, and I do the apple snack. It's easy, and I have nuts everywhere. I don't always eat them, but I surround myself with cans of nuts. So, because who knows, you might just need, in a pinch, a bunch of nuts. And what else? But I feel, so we recently went on vacation and over Easter, and it was not a good idea for my healthy eating, in that, you're on vacation, you're traveling, you're, eating with different family members, and all the rules were gone. I mean, it was bad.
I don't think it was that bad.
It was awful.
You thought it was awful?
I gained all my weight back. So everything she thought I lost like 15 pounds or something during the Whole30. It's like, I've gained every last ounce of that back. I'm fully, my clothes are no longer loose.
Maybe this is just
Yeah,
discouraging.
that's where I am. So if you, if you just backslide a little bit, then
I want to comment
yeah, go for
that
it.
I have noticed that when we go on vacation, historically, you do go off the rails in terms of indulgence, and
Same.
that is your brand, like indulgence all the way. I thought that this was less over the top indulgent, and it might have been that it was a family vacation with my child, so you weren't like stopping at every bar that was a destination.
Yes.
Like we would have stopped at this bar because this band member started it, or we would have stopped at this bar because it's like a cool dive that the locals say we should visit.
Right.
So it was less that's like, I think I would say a vacation guilty pleasure indulgence of yours. So maybe we were doing that because Ada was there. But I also thought like desserts and sweets and like that felt less intense than it has been on previous vacations.
Maybe so.
It's all relative.
It's all relative. Ada and I did have ice cream together.
Yeah. When I was like,
And you
do we really
were
need...
like, I just need to wait in the car and not be
Right,
involved in
and
this process.
I knew how much access to sweets Ada had at both her G-Dad's house and also at Josh's family's house. So I knew that there would be no deprivation. And we were also, it was the day before Easter, so she was like coming up on like a major sugar bender. So, and had we had something sweet? I think we'd had waffles for breakfast, and then Josh wanted to have ice cream before lunch. So I was like, I don't know, maybe we don't need to. But they did it,
I was feeling it.
and they were very pleased with themselves. So I'm glad we supported you.
And that might be part of how I gained all the weight back.
That one ice cream stop.
It was filled with sprinkles.
Yeah.
Jimmy's in New Jersey. They're called Jimmy's.
Anything else we want to share with our 12 subscribers?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is the way we continue our lives. I'm not sure doing monthly videos is going to make a lot of sense. Because like, hey, everyone, still gaining that weight back. Catch you next month, where I'm the same exact way I was last month.
That's not the only gauge of your food freedom.
Oh, what gauges are you using?
Well, there's what's your energy level, what's your sense of
all those things.
Making a choice versus feeling like you're responding to like a craving or an urge, those sorts of things.
Yeah. I'll work on those. I'm working on them.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, and maybe we'll see you next month.
Maybe we'll see you next. Bye.